What if the reason your prayers are not working isn't how? Because God isn't listening, but because your heart is. See, we love to think prayer is a transaction. Ask, wait, receive. But what if prayer is actually a mirror and God's been trying to show you what's in it all along? You keep saying, Lord, why haven't you answered me? And he's been whispering, why haven't you repented? We beg for breakthroughs while holding on to bitterness. Ask for healing while refusing to forgive. Cry out for purpose while secretly entertaining idols in the dark. James the 4 verse 3 says, you ask and do not receive because you ask wrongly to spend it on your passions. That verse wrecked me because I realized I wasn't praying from a surrendered heart. I was praying from a selfish one. And God, in his mercy, wasn't ignoring me. He was inviting me deeper. You remember the story of the Pharisee and the tax collector in Luke 18. Both men prayed. One boasted, the other broke. The Pharisee gave God a resume. The tax collector gave God his soul. And it was the broken man, the honest man, who left justified. You've got to stop performing in prayer and start surrendering in it. God is not impressed with flowery words or spiritual language. He's drawn to contrite hearts. Psalm 51 verse 17 says, the sacrifices of God are a broken spirit, a broken and contrite heart. Oh God, you will not despise. So maybe it is not that God is silent. It is that you haven't silenced the noise in your soul. You've been so busy asking God to fix the outside, but he's trying to speak to what's rotting on the inside. Pride, unforgiveness, secret sin, jealousy dressed up as ambition. You want open doors while dragging chains. You want blessing without obedience. But God is holy, and he won't pour his glory into what you refuse to clean out. Search the scriptures. How many times did Jesus retreat before he responded? How often did he say, go and sin no more before the healing took root? God isn't your genie, he's your father. And a good father disciplines those he loves. Maybe your unanswered prayer isn't punishment, it's preparation. Maybe he is not withholding the promise, he is protecting you from what you could not yet ready to carry. You've been praying for the platform, but God's trying to purify the foundation. You want visibility, but he wants vulnerability. So let me ask you, when's the last time you didn't just talk to God, but let God talk back? Not through a sign or a feeling or a vibe, but through his word. If you abide in me and my words abide in you, ask whatever you wish and it will be done for you. John 15:7. That verse is not a blank check. It's a call to alignment. His word abiding in you means your desires start to look like his. Your prayers shift from bless my will to bend me to yours. And that's when power comes. That's when heaven leads in. Because prayer isn't about getting what you want. It is about becoming who God called you to be. Jesus prayed in Gethsemane with blood in his sweat. And he still said, not my will, but yours be done. So don't tell me God doesn't understand unanswered prayers. He lived one. The cross was an unanswered prayer until the resurrection. And maybe that's where you are. The waiting, the tomb, the Saturday silence. But resurrection always comes to surrender things. So here's the truth. Your prayers may not be broken. Your posture might be. And God is not distant. He's patient. He's waiting on you to drop the script, kneel in the dirt, and pray the kind of prayer that costs you something. Not just your words, but your pride. Not just your wish list, but your will. Not just for blessings, but for brokenness that leads to holiness. If your prayers aren't working, it's not time to shout louder. It's time to go lower. Because the throne of grace is found at the feet of surrender. If this message stirred something in your spirit, don't keep it to yourself. Share it. Someone you know needs this truth today. Make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you never miss a word that could shift your walk with God. Let's flood the feed with faith.